Oh, the big thing that currency traders are paying attention to is the relentless
It's the yen.
recovery in U.S. dollar yen.
Ah,
Kind of
the yen.
kind of goes with the parabolic move that we've seen in the Nikkei, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing better for Japanese companies than a lower yen, right? I mean, they have for decades been desperate to get a lower yen to get that benefit of their, foreign earnings translation and it's in many ways mechanical, right? In terms of the
Yeah,
benefit for those companies. What I think the
carry
biggest thing with
trade. It's also a major carry trade.
it is also, it can, I mean, obviously Japan remains the lowest yielding currency in the world, major
Right.
currency in the world. And so, continues to be a source of carry trade. But I think what we're seeing here is we're just basically seeing the fundamental divergence. Like you did have the central bank come in and whack it, right?
Yeah, the
And
intervention last fall, right
intervention
here.
last fall, which you can see there.
Yeah,
Note we're about to go through that intervention that we saw last fall. It combined with a moment where it looked like the U.S. was slowing down and there was going to be, a slowing of the tightening pace, and so you kind of got a self-reinforcing, intervention in the fundamentals dynamic in the U.S. side that continued through past the SVB situation. But now that that basically has cleared, what do you see with the yen? Well, you basically see a circumstance where we're going back to where we were, for much of 2022, which is like Japan is weak. It doesn't need tightening. Maybe it needs a little bit more tightening, a little bit more tighter policy, but it doesn't need radically tighter policy. And the US needs, is growing very strongly and needs tighter monetary policy and higher yields. And so you put that together, this is one of those challenging trades that's a one-way trade until it isn't.
yeah,
In the process, having traded through a few yen interventions, MOF interventions, we're
yeah.
pretty early in that process. That's the thing I would highlight, which is
Interesting.
they have a pattern. I've seen this, a dozen.
Even and it doesn't matter that we have a new BOJ chairman.
The BOJ is by and large not the one that's making the decisions. In
Yeah,
Japan, it's a little weird. It's the Ministry of Finance that makes the
right.
decisions, and they have a very clear pattern that they do. They first say that they're keeping an eye on the currency, then they do price checks,
Yeah,
then
check rates. Yeah,
they check rates, and
yeah,
they do that for a little bit, and then what they do is they stealthily intervene, and then they moderately intervene, and then they kick the hell out of
yeah.
it.